You will have experience of what it's like to be ginger and not be ginger. Do people treat you differently as a ginger?
A bit, yeah. I was actually at White Hart Lane watching Villa play Spurs years ago, and we were sitting. So I'm in the away end, and you're in the home end there, like right next to each other. And Villa score, so we're all this, that, and the other. And the whole block there was singing "Sit Down, You Ginger, Twit." And
did you want to say it's not my natural haircut?
No, I ended up just going like that, and they shut up after that. But it was all right.
Oh, Weasley, it's good to see you. Both are tall and handsome.
Well, we're tall.
We're tall, yeah.
So, listen, you started this thing when the Harry Potter franchise when you were 14 years old or something like that. You're 25 now. You've grown up here.
Yeah, it's been quite a journey, you know. We always joked that we'd be 25 when the whole thing finished, and yeah, we are. And it's cool that we're leaving it at such a high, like it's at the peak of its popularity. So, what better time to bow out? Really?
Have you thought of perhaps raising your celebrity profile by having some celebrity relationships? I was thinking Mary-Kate and Ashley.
No, not for... we're quite...
They're quite short, aren't they, apparently?
But yeah, we're like 6'3", so I don't know if that would work, but we're quite private people in that sense of the word, so yeah.
So you wouldn't be willing to tell us which one of you would take Mary-Kate and which one would take Ashley, for example?
No, we don't know them, just by personality, I guess.
I guess,
yeah.
I guess. I'm sure they both have excellent personalities.
I'm sure they have.
So, currently, we are in Bangkok, halfway towards our final destination of Sydney in Australia. We've been this past tour before, never been to Thailand, so we're just excited to being here now. But, yeah, we're sitting in the lounge, and business class lounge, we spread our legs a bit. But they're playing Christmas music. And it's currently the 22nd of March. Yeah, I think it's still going with that. But it's just nice to get off the plane for a little while, spread our legs. I think it's definitely the longest flight time we've ever done anyway. I think it's 24 hours altogether.
Daniel Radcliffe was on a piece of theatre play, and he took all...
Yeah, he went a bit too much. I don't think we would. We actually went to see him in that. And there was a girl sitting next to me who was probably about 18, and at the theatre there was binoculars in front of people's things, and she actually leant over and got my binoculars, and I said, what are you getting them for? And really embarrassed her, but I was telling Dan afterwards, and he's like, oh, well, no. It really didn't faze him at all about getting his kiss off on stage, but I think it would me.
Some people don't know, this isn't our natural hair colour, we are actually dark brown. But when we're playing Fred and George, we have to dye our hair ginger. We have this done at the studios, and one prank I decided to be quite funny was when a good friend of mine, Adam, was walking past the hair and makeup department one day. I decided to quickly spring on him with a load of ginger dye and slap it down the back of his head. So he went for about 6 weeks with ginger hair. That was quite amusing. I think he loved it, really.
So we had to do one actually earlier today, and it was asked, what's your brother's best attribute? And I said that he's related to me, which made me look like a real big ego, so I'm a bit nervous how that's going to turn out, but it's true.
You got a big ego?
Yeah.
What colour's your hair today? What's your natural hair colour?
Yeah, this is our natural hair colour. It's the first time in 5 years, so it's pretty surreal.
I mean, we thought we've got a bit of a break, we might as well try back to normal, but I don't think this is normal.
You quite happy with your red hair?
Oh yeah. Yeah, well, when you have it for 5 years, you start to get used to it. So.
Yeah, and the length as well. You know, it used to be down to here, and now it's quite short for our standards.
Hello. Today, last day here in Rome, and we've decided to come to probably what most people think of Rome. So you can guess what it is. Pretty much the kind of first super stadium, as you would in the world. Actually, I've been to a few football stadiums in my time, which aren't as good as Nick's is. So it's really, really impressive. Apparently it used to hold 50,000 people when it was first constructed.
and down there, a lot of people and animals and that were killed.
If you could take, not that you have, but if you could take one prop from the whole thing,
if I could take,
what would it be? Would it be? I mean, there's stories of, say, one of the guys selling the hog on eBay.
Yeah, I heard about that. No, I wouldn't take one of them. I would take, if I could take one prop, it would be I think in something from the Burrow, definitely, because there's so many different things going on in there. Can you remember, like, the saucepan that was washing itself?
Right, okay.
I think that would be cool, because you failed to wash up quite a lot. So I think
what, in real life?
Yeah.
I mean a prop.
Yeah, I know, I'm just saying, but I think that'd be good to remind you at home.
I think I'd quite like to know what my Patronus charm is, because you never actually see what it is. What I think it is. I'm quite an easygoing guy, so it'll probably be something like a panda. Just sitting there, not doing a lot. Yeah, but it'd be quite an interesting thing, you know. Like that, yeah. You guys are really prepared today. Wow.
Oh my goodness. So, this is great. Why do you have a panda with you? You will get it.
Do you ever get sick of each other?
Yeah, completely.
All the time. There is actually a gap here.
We're not actually. We're actually in different countries at the moment. This is all put together on CGI. But no, we're brothers, so we do fall out occasionally, but not enough to not like hanging out with each other. But we don't hang out all the time when we're back home, so we have that good what's the word?
Camaraderie.
Yeah.
I don't want to give too much away, but you kind of saved the day slightly in this one.
I don't know, just...
Oh, come on, you do.
Well, yeah. No, it's just great to play like the main rebellious characters, as it were, and we just have such a great time playing them.
Yeah, and filming that scene, the scene as we call it, it was a great laugh, and it comes out really well on the screen as well.
We hope you've had as much fun playing the Deathly Hallows Connect Challenge mode as we have.
And good luck taking on the Dark Lord's forces with your controller-free magic.
Hey, you got more points than I did.
Of course I did, I'm better than you.
And that's my rent car, what have you just done?
I've kind of just opened the door into a tree. So, yeah.
You better not tell him about that, because I will be annoyed if you do.
That's right.
He does this quite often with stuff like this, my property especially. But yeah, I'm going to head off to Vegas later for the day, so that should be interesting, and I will sparkle a bit about that trip too. Bye-bye.
Mine would be someone wrote a letter on a watermelon, and I got a FedEx with this big heavy box. I was like, oh, what's in here? And it was a watermelon with a note on it. You know what it said? Just like a normal letter, but I mean, God knows how much it costs to send, but that was memorable. Did you eat it? I have done, actually.
Who are the most famous twins? You lot or Jedward? They've stolen your thunder.
They've come in quite strong, haven't they? But I don't know. I mean, I suppose we've been around longer.
You've got to sort your hair out, haven't you? Try, get a bit of volume up there, and then you'll be on a good competition.
Yeah, maybe. I don't think the continuity would quite work, but we tried the long hair a few years ago, and that looked okay at the time, but looking at it now, it didn't quite go down well.
Right.
So, but yeah, I mean,
it's good to meet you guys.
So what exactly is guerrilla gardening?
Down there we planted Delphina jacis on that plot.
What experts are you and me?
A northern native, the Primula farinosa.
To attract the bees in the spring.
Had to splash a colour to the grey world.
Doesn't it, Mr. Kingdom?
They redevelop the land so quickly, often what we've planted doesn't get a chance to establish.
We had high hopes for a field of snapdragons, but they built all these warehouses.
And you wouldn't mind having criminal records? Well, presumably you want to go to college. What do you think they'll say when they see that you've got a pair of Asburns?
College is Lyleston.
Is it?
Oh, so today we are at the Rockefeller Center, which is up there.
All the way up there, long way.
Long way. We're here having a meeting with NBC about potential stuff.
So it's just a general meeting, so nothing may come of it, something may come of it. It's really nice people, can't speak highly enough of them. And at the moment just watching a load of people ice skating.